There's only one Mike Tyson. What's up, y'all? I was watching Mike Tyson a couple days on ES News, Ellie Seckback's channel, and I know you guys all saw the clip now, the real boxing people out there with Mike Tyson and Ryan Garcia. I believe they're going to air a podcast. I don't think it's aired yet, but they were showing some behind the scenes where they did a FaceTime. Ellie Seckback had Tank Davis on his phone, and they did a FaceTime with Ryan Garcia, and they went at it. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about what Mike Tyson said about James Toney. Ellie Seckback said, "Hey, so Mike, who are you fighting next? Is it going to be James Toney or Evander Holyfield?" And Mike Tyson looked like, "Huh? What?" He's like, "Have you seen him? He looks horrible." I was like, "Wow. Tell us what you really think, Mike." Mike said, "Ain't he like 300 pounds?" And some guy standing next to him was like, "Nah, he's 296." And I'm thinking, well, 4 pounds difference. That's not much difference in 300 pounds. But Mike just told it like it is. He's like, "I want him to be able to move and stuff like that. And, we can earn him some money." Like he was implying it, or I think he was talking about James Toney didn't have much money right now. So he was saying, get in shape, and I guess they can do it. But I'd rather see him fight Evander Holyfield. I've seen Evander Holyfield on Instagram working with Vitaly Klitschko. No, Vladimir Klitschko. And Holyfield looks great. He looks like he did back in the 90s. And, people were wondering, does Evander Holyfield want a real fight, a 12-round fight, or an exhibition? I'm hoping it's a real fight. I don't want to see any more hugging like the Tyson Roy Jones fight. Like I said, I call Roy Jones Roy Hugs Jr. after that. That was just bad. I like Roy Jones, but he didn't put on a good display. It was more like pity pat, not even a sparring session, because some of the best fights happen in sparring that the public never sees, but that was just bad. Tyson kind of even seemed to take it lightly on Roy Jones, because I feel like he could have got him out of there if he really wanted to press the issue. But like I said, Mike Tyson he's just cracked me up the way he just looked at the camera like, huh? Like, are you serious? Have you seen him? Said he looks horrible. I'm sure James Toney will come back and say something slick. James Toney's never at a loss for words. I don't know if he's in any condition to fight anymore. He's taking a lot of punches, but he probably will do it. Even when James Toney was fighting and he moved up to heavyweight, he was never really in the best shape. He just escaped because he's such a slick fighter and has great defense, but he wasn't in the best shape at heavyweight at all, because he's packing all that weight onto a small frame, and most of it didn't appear to be muscle from what I saw. And like Emmanuel Stewart, I believe Emmanuel Stewart was talking about James Toney had small fists. And he said most punchers have big fists, So I guess it takes up a lot of your face and makes the impact worse when it collides. But go watch it if you haven't seen it. ES News, Ellie Seckback, Mike Tyson talking about a potential fight with James Toney. Do you guys want to see that? Personally, I just want to see him fight Holyfield. That second fight, we didn't really get to see how it play out because of the air bite and things going on. It was a crazy night. So this would almost be like the second fight, to be honest, because that one didn't get finished in a satisfying manner. Holyfield's definitely ready, like I said. If you haven't seen him, go check him out on Instagram. Might even be on YouTube, some footage. He was working with Vladimir Klitschko, and Klitschko might be coming back as well, because he's a health guy. He stays in shape, and he could cause damage to a lot of the current heavyweights out there. A lot of the heavyweights nowadays don't appear to be in the best shape in the world like they did in the 90s. Look at the heavyweights in the 90s compared to the guys now. I mean, Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, they stay, looking good. Tyson Fury's in great shape. And especially to be 270, to be that fast and quick. Tyson Fury's in great shape, constantly running. and keeping himself ready. And who's another heavyweight out there that seems to look the part? I always say looking the part is part of being a great champion. You know, it gets in somebody's head. You look across the ring and see a dude look like he's ready to go. I mean, you look across the ring and see some guy out of shape, you be like, man, I'm going to blast this guy out of there. Even if you don't, psychologically, you know, it's a different thing. And it definitely matters to see somebody that looks the part. And that's what Tyson was basing his answer to Ellie Sack back on about James Toney. He was like, is he ready? He looks horrible. I heard he's 300 pounds. Well, he's 296. Oh, okay. Well, maybe he's ready then. Come on, man. So, and if Tyson doesn't fight Evander Holyfield, who would you guys like to see him fight? Vladimir Klitschko? Be a huge height difference. And two guys that could really punch. I already know what style Klitschko would come in with. You know, the jab, overhand right hold. But Tyson probably wouldn't let him get away with that too long before he started going up to the body and then coming up with the uppercut. So, again, tell me who you guys would like to see Mike fight. And would you like it to be a real fight or an exhibition? I want to see a real fight. This is the only theory that matters. The J. Roos theory. You know what I mean? Thanks for watching. Beat down the like button. Comment, share, subscribe, and be fearless. Yay, yay.